So, welcome to Wonderland Preschool. We have 16 preschool children attending with 2 educators. And let's get inside. As the children walk in, they're met with their cubbies to put in items such as their coats, their shoes, their backpacks. There's also a photo frame of this area also has photos of the children to help create a sense of belonging as per How Learning Happens. So How Learning Happens is a framework developed by the Ontario Ministry of Education to guide early childhood educators to creating an optimal learning environment for young children. With a sense of belonging we're providing with the entryway, it provides children with a sense of connectedness that allows children to feel safe and secured and valued in their environment to create a positive relationship, creating strong bonds between the children, educators, and families. We also create this sense of belongings increased by our workboard right there, as well as our everyone is welcome. So after they put their stuff down in their cubbies, they will then enter into the preschool. So if we just walk this way, there's also just a little bench there, so if children are feeling overwhelmed or just need a minute to transition, they can always sit there with their family and just it gives them a minute. So we're going to walk around here, and you're going to see the "You Are Welcome Here" sign. It's in our classroom. And then we're going to come over here to the sensory area. So in our sensory area, we have our sensory bin. So right now it's filled with paper scraps and little things for the children to find, as well as our little sensory wall. So this has many different colors and different sensory things for children to interact with. So obviously sensory needs are connected to engagement, as children are allowed to explore and can be highly engaged in these activities. For children who with exceptionalities, sensory bins can be an important way to self-regulate themselves. And then if we continue into the wet area, you can see our bathroom. So in our bathroom, we have our toilets and our sink, and then we have a change mat there. So with the change mat, we make sure that it's available for children who may not be toilet trained, and so we need to have that available, as well as for children with exceptionalities or children who may be unable to walk or stand. It allows educators to put the child on there safely with everything at easily reachable. So this promotes well-being, as well as allows children with a variety of different ways to be able to go to the bathroom. And then from the bathroom, if we just exit, then we'll see our WOW workboard. And so there is a peg for, and then from there, we have our art area. So we have this semicircle table set up with our paper materials. We've got some letters so children can make their own names, as well as some of the artwork that the children have made. So this table will also be used for food time, for any meals, as well as this table over here, just to make sure that all of the children can be seated at the same time for all meals. So an art area reflects the expression part of how learning happens. Art can allow children to express themselves through various art forms, and they can create a positive sense of self and culture identity. It can also help develop language. And then from there, on the other side, we have our circle time area. Oh, just have to fix our rug a little bit. So in our circle time area, we have all of our musical instruments in there. So right now we have our little xylophone. And then we have our circle time board where educators can put what they need to, as well as we have our little birthday board. That way children can recognize their birthday and the birthday friends of others, and develop a sense of belonging. And as well, in our circle time area, we have our dramatic play costumes. So with circle time, children turns and share. They'll learn music and movement and use costumes to create more rounded education. This area can help children with all areas of how learning happens, as it creates a sense of belonging and expression. And so beside our circle time, we have our calm area, or our quiet corner. So quiet and literacy area. And so in this area, we have our bookcase, which is full of all of our books. We've got a little tent for children and a little sofa with a nice rug. So this area can allow children to read books and self-regulate with the tent, as children can take a moment. This area can promote how learning happens, well-being foundation, as it allows children to feel secure and confident and capable of managing their emotions. The books can allow children to further develop language skills and understanding as well. We have a variety of books that all children are able to understand the different cultures and abilities of others. So from this corner, we go over here and we have our math and science area. So in our math and science area, we have a little bridge so children can put things on and figure out how to raise stuff. We have a little scale in our science area so children can start to figure out weight and how one thing might be bigger than another. So over here, we've got a little bit of numbers, and then we've got some manipulative blocks, as well as some number blocks to allow children connected to the engagement foundation of how learning happens. And behind that area, we have our dramatic play. So we've got some play food in there with our cupboards, as well as we've got our fridge, our oven, and our sink. So this area allows children to express themselves and talk about different cultures and their home environments. This area is also connected to all of the foundations of how learning happens, as they can express themselves, their cultural identity, and develop a positive sense of self. It has increased the engagement as it allows children to engage actively in learning and exploring, increasing social well-being. It can help develop positive relationships with peers, as well as create a sense of belonging, as children can feel they belong and contribute to their community. So in our dramatic play, we also have a little baby toy and a little crib. This allows children to explore with babies. And then over here, we have our rocking toy. So we made sure that there is lots of space around it, so that way no children can get hurt. And this helps with gross motor for any children who have a lot of motor output where they need a lot of movement, as well as it just allows for, if there's a rainy day, that we can still get our physical activity in. And then if we go to over here, we have our long-term storage areas. So these are storage areas for our educators to put lots of materials in that are not being used, to allow for a continuous rotation throughout the classroom. And then after our storage, we have our outdoor cubbies. And with these outdoor cubbies, there is one space for each of the children. So then that way, when the children are going outside and it's raining, they can put all of their wet materials in each of their individual cubbies instead of bringing it through the classroom and getting everything wet and muddy. And it just provides a safe space for it all. Next, we're going to go outdoors. So welcome to the outdoor area. This is where you would enter, and then right away you've got a little book area with a bench and like a tent area. So this is supposed to be like a calm area. It allows children who need some extra time to transition, as well as it promotes literacy and well-being as part of how does learning happen. This area allows children to increase and promote their emotional well-being, with children feeling secure, confident, and capable of managing their emotions. And then beside this, we have the picnic area with the picnic benches, and this allows educators to sit and monitor, as well as for everyone to put their water bottles in one area, which can promote well-being, as well as it allows children access to their water and helps develop positive relationships with peers and adults, as it allows children to be able to talk with one another. And then there is the sandbox area, which it has a little seating area for children to sit in. And it allows children to explore their sensories and opportunities for imagination play, problem solving, exploration. A sandbox can promote all foundations and provides a shared space for children to interact and play together, as this will foster a sense of community. And then beside that, we have our slide and we have our swings. The slide and swings can create a shared experience for fostered social interaction, enhance gross motor skills, balance, and coordination, as slides and swings are a big thing for children in the preschool age, as they thrive and love to climb and swing and slide. It also provides an opportunity for physical challenges and risk-taking, allowing them to understand how to take safe risks, and allows children to express their energy and excitement through movement. And then beside that, we have our little shed area where we can put all of our items that shouldn't stay out, that are not weather appropriate. So in our shed, we just have our bikes, so they can be put away at night. And then children can use the circular track to ride their bikes around, as well as there is a grassy hill area for children who just want to watch or just want to relax under the tree, and they can kind of just take in the tree and what have you. And it creates a shared space for cooperative play and social interaction, and encourages the physical activity and the gross motor as they're using their bikes. It encourages the physical activity and the gross motor as they can run around the track, they can use the bikes, they can use scooters or what have you. It also offers an opportunity for imaginative play, such as racing or pretending to be different characters. It allows them to express themselves through movement and social interaction, such as if someone was filling up the bike with gas. Moving right along, we've got our music wall, which has a tube system, a xylophone, and some bells. And so children can interact with the music wall to make a variety of different music. And it creates a shared space for musical exploration and community, and promotes sensory stimulation, and can contribute to emotional regulation. It encourages creativity, exploration, and experiments with sounds, and allows children to express themselves through music and rhythm. And beside that, we have the playhouse. So inside the playhouse, we have a little kitchen with an oven, a sink, and a cupboard, and then a little table with some chairs. So children can play in the playhouse. So the playhouse can create a home-like environment for imagination play and social interaction, creating a sense of belonging, as children can use their own cultures and explore what happens at their home in an outdoor environment. It also provides a safe and comforting space for children to explore their emotions and different roles. And it offers opportunities for role-playing, problem-solving, imagination play. It allows children to express themselves through dramatic play and storytelling. And then right beside that, we have our little garden box. As you can see, the children were kind of playing in it, so there's a little bit of dirt everywhere. But that's okay. So we've got some little flowers growing in our garden box, and then we've got a couple of stump stools for the children to sit, and they can kind of watch the tree, watch the children at a safe distance, and they can kind of explore the little sensory box with our different flowers that we've planted. The garden box fosters a sense of connection to nature and community, engagement, offering opportunities to learn about plants, the natural cycle, life cycles and problem solving as they've learned when they were planting our flowers. It allows children to express themselves through creative gardening and caring for living things, as children will come and they'll check on the flowers and see how everything is going. And beside the garden box, we have a little box of blocks and stuff like that, so children can use manipulative tools to build whatever they're building. It's kind of in a quiet area, so the children can always build close to here. They just have to be mindful of obviously the door if people are coming in and out. This allows children to explore and build. Now in our outdoor area, we have like an asphalt for our road with a grassed area while everything is cement. And then at our play area, we make sure we have a playground soft surface, just in case, so children don't get hurt, and that it's nice and spongy so children will play safe. Thank you so much.